for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wire, I can hear you through the whine, and the lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if it snows a stretch down south, we'll never stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. Hello. Thank you very much. The reason why I started off this stream. Oh yeah, I love Glen Campbell's music. I'll tell you something about Glen Campbell that I don't know, anybody that watches the stream, host live, whatever. Glen Campbell wasn't just a country star. In fact, he didn't categorize himself as a country star. When he was asked about that, this was a little after he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. This is one of his good days. Glen Campbell was saying he'll sing whatever music is good. Tom Jones is good as well. There's only one song I know of his, and I can't help but do the Carlton dance when I hear it. Yeah, I mean, he would sing rock, he would sing country, he would sing romantic songs. Glen Campbell covered everything. And people just categorize him as country. He isn't just a country star. Now, if you want to talk about country, Willie Nelson. I haven't heard Willie Nelson do Frank Sinatra music before. Even though Willie Nelson was offered to sing on Frank Sinatra duets too, and he didn't, and he turned it down. Respectfully, he returned it down. And it's one of the rare times where Frank Sinatra was okay with someone turning down an offer, because he had high respect for Willie Nelson. I do want to mention something, though. Earlier today, around, I believe it was like 5 something in the morning or around 10 in the morning, the world has lost Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. Aretha Franklin was a huge, huge, momentous singer to showcase so much talent that no female singer could surpass to this very day. Barbra Streisand is on the list as well, but if we're talking about soul, no female musician to this day can pass the bar level that Aretha Franklin set. And I want to mention that she just wasn't a singer. She was a civil rights activist. She was a pioneer for women in music. And she also sang a song about the fact that she and many women should be shown respect. And thus why it's such an iconic song. I'll check out that channel later. But the world lost a big, big, big soulful person. And she will be missed. Um, so anyway, and also, today is the 41st anniversary of the passing of Elvis Presley. Frank, the Glenn Campbell show, yeah, definitely the Frank Sinatra show. Yeah, I have on VHS. I have it's the Frank Sinatra show with guest stars Jack Benny and trying to think of and Lena Horne. That's it. Lena Horne. And I gotta say, the one with Jack Benny is funny. No matter how much it aged, it is still funny. In fact, I was watching a Dick Cavett show on YouTube earlier, and the guest star, well, the big guest star was Groucho Marx on there. And he said something which I fundamentally agree with it as someone who is interested in comedy and does like to try it either on a live stream or in front of people. But making a dirty joke is easy, but to make a clean joke, you need a comedian. And I find that that's an interesting point made in 1971. Over 40 years later, Groucho Marx had a point. Because, yes, it's easy to make a dirty joke. It really is easy to make a dirty joke. But it really is hard to make a clean joke without using any vulgarity or any, profanity like that. Yeah, I'm Burns and Allen, definitely. Martin and Lewis, Red Skelton, even though Red Skelton can and did a lot a lot of emotional Christmas specials. I actually have on VHS Hope for the Holidays. It's a compilation of all moments from Bob Hope's Christmas shows, and it's his last one. One of my favorite movies. It's a black and white film. Well, one of my favorite movies is the original Miracle on 34th Street. The remake is okay. It's not the best, but the court case is over-exaggerated in the remake. But that's a movie review for another time. But what I like about the original Miracle on 34th Street, and people seem to forget that the Santa Claus in Miracle on 34th Street is pointing out that Christmas should not be commercialized. And that message is so relevant to today because you have, and I'm not kidding, a grocery store near me has their Halloween candy out already, and they already have their Christmas coffee creamers out as we speak. First of all, stop rushing the holidays. Let the holidays roll in, as Bing Crosby sang, for the holidays you can't be home sweet home. You know, let the holidays just roll in. Because it feels to me at this point, you know, where's the excitement for Christmas? Where's that Christmas spirit I used to feel as a kid? As an adult, I don't really feel it. I don't. Because it's so rushed. You can't enjoy the holiday season because you have to be thinking, what am I going to get for this person? What am I going to get for this person? I have to get it now because it's on sale in October. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, it's on sale in November? Oh, it's like, fuck family on Thanksgiving. I'm going to go to Target for Black Friday shopping. There was a time when stores were closed on Thanksgiving Day and workers had off to have spend time with their families. But in our commercialized society, nope. Family, forget about that. You, work the cash registers. Everyone else, leave your family Thanksgiving Day plans behind and shop. What happened? What happened to that family get-together? What happened to that, you know, you don't see these people that much throughout the entire year, but when the holidays roll along, you got to see your whole family. What happened with that? That's what I want to know. And that's what I love so much about the first Miracle on 34th Street. He talks about that. You know, the wish that Natalie Wood has in the movie is for a house. It's a house so that her mother and her mother's boyfriend, even though the guy in the movie isn't technically called her boyfriend, but everyone gets the gist, so that they can spend the holidays together. That's her wish in the movie, and it's granted. But the point is, though, that's the point of Christmas, is to spend time with the people you love. It's not about the shopping. Anyway, that's my little tirade on commercializing Christmas. Anyway, here's a song from 1950 something. I believe it's from 1958. But it's one of Elvis's early songs. Fame and fortune, how and empty they can be. But when I hold you in my arms, that's heaven to me. Who cares for fame and fortune? They're only passing things. But the touch of your lips on mine makes me feel like a king. Your kind of love is a treasure I hold. It's so much greater than silver or gold. I know that I am nothing if you should go away. But to know that you love me brings fame and fortune my way. But to know that you love me brings fame and fortune my way. Johnny Meester did a cover of that when he was with the Brooklyn Bridge. So there's a Netflix show I really enjoy. It's called Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. It's Jerry Seinfeld's talk show / car show / comedy show / reality show. It kind of fits in all the categories. But this time, Jerry Seinfeld has a show that's genuinely about nothing. But one of my favorite episodes of Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee is with Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks, for a guy in his 90s, I can tell you this. He's still quick-witted. He spends the majority of the episode, him and Jerry are eating dinner with Carl Reiner at his house in California. But still, though, the room being filled with Carl Reiner, Mel Brooks, and Jerry Seinfeld all in the same room is so damn funny. One of my other favorite episodes is that he is with Steve Harvey. Incel. What does that even mean? I have no idea what incel even means. I don't keep up with these terms. And I'm not a cuck, that's for damn sure. I'm not celibate. Yeah, I'm not celibate. Far from it. These words make no sense to me. Like, for example, like, first of all, the word cuck is really a farm term. Oh. But cuck is a farm term. So are we literally calling people farm instruments? Makes no sense to me. But that's besides the point. See, what I don't understand about these modern day slang terms is that cuck old. What? Oh, oh, oh. So wait a minute. What? That, first of all, to me, that's a little old fashioned and it's kind of a weird fucking kink. Really, I mean, to me, for a guy to get pleasure to watch his wife get plowed by another guy and not have one hint of jealousy, but he gets off by it, is he really straight? Is he really straight then if he gets off on a guy banging his wife? That's my question. Yeah, I guess you have to have a niche for it. But oh yeah, speaking of kinks and all that stuff, I did a BuzzFeed quiz just for the fuck of it. And yeah, probably. But this BuzzFeed quiz I did, like, what's your secret sexual fetish, whatever. This is BuzzFeed, keep in mind. So I answer the questions to the most honest ability, and if it's not the answer, if it's not the answer I would choose, it's the closest, so I would choose some of those answers. And the results were, you liked to get watched. I don't hate Mexicans. I don't hate gay. But it makes no sense to me. First of all, that's not a secret thing. I don't want to get watched by people when I have sex, because to me that's creepy. Can you imagine someone watching you having sex outside your window when they're standing on a fucking ladder? To me, that's too damn personal. That's too damn personal. I mean, that's like, ooh, ooh, let's be creeps and watch some people have sex. If these people are so, if there are people that like to watch others have sex, they could do themselves a favor. They could watch porn, because wait, if someone wants to watch me get fucked, they can, but wouldn't be pretty. Yeah. Yeah. Um, there's a movie out that I do want to say when it comes out on demand. It's called The Spy Who Dumped Me. This is, I think, more of a true James Bond parody. It stars Malia Kunis and I believe the blonde one from Saturday Night Live. But see, that is more of a true James Bond parody, in my opinion, than the Austin Powers stuff. The Austin Powers stuff makes the James Bond figure look repulsive. And that, to me, that's not funny. James Bond is not repulsive. Austin Powers is. It's not a proper James Bond parody. I think the Austin Powers films are a disgrace to comedy. I don't find them funny whatsoever. I find them boring. I find them disgraceful. I think The Spy Who Dumped Me is probably a better parody because it's literally parodying off The Spy Who Loved Me. It's literally parodying The Spy Who Loved Me. Oh, okay. Can I just address this about YouTube? First of all, if there's a swear word in a comment or whatever, why does it assume I'm going to be offended by it? Why does it assume I'm going to be offended by it? It makes no sense to me. Anyway. But yeah, I think a James Bond parodying see, to me, funny British humor is Monty Python, Faulty Towers, A Fish Called Wanda. That's funny to me because Monty Python was not afraid to tackle everything. But here's the thing, though. With Monty Python, though, it offends everyone. Everyone. It doesn't offend one group of people. It offends everyone. That's the purpose of comedy. One of my favorite TV shows, I have it on DVD. It ran from 91 to 90. Or it could have ran from 93 to 96. I could be wrong. But it's Keeping Up Appearances. And there's supposed to be a new series coming to the BBC about how Hyacinth Bucket came to be. But oh my God, I love Keeping Up Appearances. It's the most delusional housewife you could think of. 91, 95. But the thing about Keeping Up Appearances that's so funny is that you have this person who's completely delusional, and she thinks that when she sees Elizabeth's brother. I love Last Man Standing. Are you kidding? It's a hilarious show. Last Man Standing is a modern day Home Improvement to me. I still watch Home Improvement. Whose line is it anyway? I watch those old shows all the time on TV. I'll even watch the Drew Carey Show on Laugh Channel. I just love the older TV shows because I don't know. I guess the older I get, the more nostalgic I am about my childhood. Some episodes did. Some episodes weren't funny. I'll grant you that. But one of my favorite episodes of Home Improvement was the episode where Tim Allen installs a stereo system in his household and doesn't install it properly, and so he puts on an opera for his family and him to listen to. And I for it's a it's a it's Giuseppe Verdi opera, to be exact. It's from Rigoletto, and it's a soprano singing the high note, and he can't fix the thing. So you have the stereo system blasting this opera, and glass just shatters everywhere. To me, that's funny. It's a practical joke, but I find it hilarious. Golden Girls. I have the Monopoly game of the Golden Girls. My Name is Earl was okay. It was an enjoyable show, definitely. I really do think it would have been better if they hired Jeff Foxworthy to be a head writer, because there's something about Jeff Foxworthy and Bill Engvall, Larry the Cable Guy. There's just something about their stand-up routines that I highly enjoy, especially Bill Engvall. Bill Engvall is from Texas, and the writers of My Name is Earl, they really weren't from the South. You could tell based on the writing, they're not from the South. They don't know what Southern life is like. And if they had somebody like Jeff Foxworthy, Bill Engvall as a writer of the show, they would have had a more wider audience. They would have had a better, more accepting crowd. You know, yeah, it was bearable, definitely. Reba is a good sitcom, even though it's off the air. Um, it was still a good sitcom to watch because Reba was took place in the South, even though it was shot in California. But the main show took place in the South, Reba McEntire had to approve um, scripts and all that to make sure. It's not a mom sitcom, really. If you want to know something funny, all these old Law and Order episodes with Jerry Orbach are on Women's Entertainment Channel. Makes you think, how many women are plotting to kill their husbands? I don't know. Um, but yeah. Unsolved Mysteries is a show I used to watch with my grandmother. And Frasier is in talks of coming back for a reunion, which I really hope they do come back, because Frasier was one of the funniest shows that I used to watch with my grandmother all the time. One of my favorite episodes is Frasier Crane is played by Kelsey Grammer, is doing his radio his psychology talk show, and one of his callers is talking about how he has anxiety because I guess this caller is afraid to do stuff that's challenging to him or whatever. And Frasier says, well, you know what? Sometimes you gotta brave against those challenges. And you know what? I'll tell you this. I'm doing a PBS fundraiser this Thursday night, and I will sing La Donna è mobile from Giuseppe Verdi's Rigoletto, and that's a very difficult song, and I'll prove to you that you could accomplish anything. So, how did Frasier scare you? It wasn't a horror show. Okay. But there was a particular scene I really enjoyed. And that was he's had this PBS marathon, and Roz is pissed off at him. And he's like, "Oh, come on, Roz, how long are you gonna be a man me?" And as long as I live, it's like, oh, come on, it's PBS. Who watches PBS? And the camera goes on. Oh, I'll tell you who. People like you, people who are smart and sophisticated. People like you. And then he starts singing Buttons and he bails out on Donna and Mole because he can't sing it. And and the piano player's like, oh, I'm not worried about me. I could hit any key. I'm worried about you. At this point, you might have to be poked with a pin because you won't reach this note. And then he starts singing Buttons and Bows, which is an old Bob Hope song. And he starts, east is east and west is west, and the wrong one I have chose. But I'll keep going, something and hippity hoppity, something and Buttons and Bows. My favorite episode because it's so damn funny. And then then he comes home completely disgraced by himself. He's so embarrassed. And then his father and Daphne are in the living room, well the parlor room, I should really say the sitting room where the TV is, and his father's like, oh, Frasier, I'm sorry what happened. And he's like, yeah, Dad, I understand. Thank you. And then he walks into his bedroom, and then they play back his, massive embarrassment that they recorded on VHS tape. And Eddie takes the remote and runs away with it because he doesn't want to watch it again. But it's my favorite. Oh, and the caviar episode of Frasier. God damn, there's so many great episodes of that show. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. See you next time.